Chapter 3: A Bad Night on the Water. That night, I headed to the docks. The moon hung low, like a bruised onion ring over the East River, or maybe I was just hungry. The warehouse door was cracked. Inside, cold storage units, some humming, some leaking. I opened the largest one. Inside, half buried in ice, was another hippo, this one smaller, but unmistakably alive, and restless. A voice behind me drawled, "You weren't supposed to find that, Mr. Baloney." I turned. A man stepped out of the shadows, slick hair, swamp boots, a grin coated in molasses and malice. "Name's Gator Jim," he said. "We run an exotic meat racket. The girl started snooping around, so we relocated her." My blood ran cold. It's never a good sign when they just confess. It means they aren't planning on letting you leave. Also, Gator Jim? What a stupid name. Who could take a guy with a name like that seriously? "Where is she?" I growled. He chuckled. "Close enough to hear you yell, if you feel like trying." Then he snapped his fingers. More men emerged, carrying tranquilizer guns and Cajun spices. They were planning to season me. Chapter 4: Cleaver and Deliver. Lucky for me, I'd brought my favorite cleaver, old reliable, 14 inches of forged justice. I know what you're thinking, why not a gun? You have any idea how difficult it is to get a CCL in New York? The fight was fast, messy, and not FDA approved. One guy slipped on a puddle of hippo drool. Another got dropped into a tub of gumbo stock. Gator Jim lunged at me, but underestimated how slippery a butcher in a trench coat can be. Soon it was just him and me. He drew a knife. I raised Old Reliable. "You're crazy," he hissed. "No," I said. "I'm well seasoned." One disarm later, Gator Jim was on the ground, whimpering like a discounted crawfish. "Where's the girl?" I demanded. He nodded toward a back room. I kicked the door open. There she was, Lise, tied to a chair but otherwise unharmed. She looked at me with suspicion. "You're the butcher," she said. "My dad's associate." "Private investigator," I corrected. "The cleaver is just a hobby." I cut her loose and headed outside, where the cops, led by Marla, were already storming the place. She stared at me. "Baloney, you actually solved the case. Don't sound so surprised. Is the hippo connected?" "Oh, deeply," I said. "But you don't want to know how." Chef Boudreau arrived minutes later, hugging his daughter and thanking me profusely. Then he looked at the warehouse and winced. "Baloney, what about the meat? You telling me one isn't enough? How many people are you thinking about feeding?" Epilogue. Back at the shop. The next morning, I returned to my butcher shop. The hippo carcass still waited in cold storage, offended by the delay. I got to work, making sure to keep a few select cuts for myself. Another day in New York. Another case closed. Another hippo to chop. Just the life of Dick Baloney, private butcher, private eye, public menace. And business was good.